Alright, what's up guys? Rob here.
Riva.
Alright, talking about 14.3 today. 14.3 is a nice nasty little combo of box jumps, and we're deadlifts first, and box jumps after that. Riva, explain the workout.
Well, we're going to start off with 15 box jumps and 10 deadlifts at 135. 10 deadlifts at 135 and 95, and then 15 box jumps. Then we're going 15 deadlifts at 185, 135 with 15 box jumps. 20 deadlifts at 225, 155, and 15 box jumps. So as you can see, those 15 box jumps are going to remain constant, and the deadlifts are going to increase in both reps and weight. Lucky for you guys, we did some deadlifts and box jumps the week before last, so we're all primed and ready to crush this.
Yep. Alright, cool. One point that I want to make before we really get into it. This workout is the perfect example of why we differentiate between performance and fitness in here. Those of you who watched the video last night, you may have seen some pretty atrocious looking backs on the deadlift. What's your metaphor for it?
Scared cat.
Scared cat. Yes. I like dog dropping a deuce, but either one, I think you get the picture. It's not worth it, guys. It's really just not worth it. Do not sacrifice your back position to get more reps. Again, it is not worth it at all. These athletes are performing on the video for 14.3. These are professional athletes.
Professional exercisers.
Sorry, professional exercisers. And this is what they train for. So if the form falls apart, the form falls apart. They're just trying to get from point A to point B as fast as they can. And it's the same thing when you're watching a football game, basketball game, soccer game. The technique isn't perfect. It's as close to it as they can get because this is what they practice for, but they don't really care. They're not going to they're going to sacrifice form to get the job done.
And that being said, they're capable of operating outside of that optimal technique because they're so far ahead in terms of kinesthetic awareness and strength. So if you watch a games athlete deadlift with a rounded back, they're strong enough to stabilize the midline, and it might not be so bad for them, but is it worth it to go from 40,000th to 39,000th in the world by rounding your back and hurting yourself? Probably not, because not everyone has that same level of ability, so you're a little more susceptible to all the negative implications that poor technique can have.
Probably not.
Certainly not.
Definitely.
Give people benefit of the doubt.
Definitely not. Alright, cool. So first thing we'll just talk about standards. We have our bar set up over here. Just come around to the side. Alright, so for the deadlift, bar starts on the ground each time. I'm going to go ahead and set up. I just want you guys to make a point of noting this nice flat back. Go ahead and round your back like you're a screeching cat. This is no good. Do not do this for the love. It's all that is good. Do not do that. Alright, so we're going from bar on the ground. He's going to stand up with it. And we're looking for the shoulder behind the bar at the top. So go back down. You want to reach your shoulder behind the bar at the top. So this, his hip is closed, the shoulder's in front of the bar. That's a no rep. Make sure you open up all the way and then the plates touch on the ground each time. Perfect.
I'm just gonna roll straight through, you know?
Yeah.
Just get all blooper reel.
Alright, so for the box jumps, starting 2 feet on the ground, you have to finish 2 feet up top on the box, standing completely tall. Alright, hips gotta be completely open. As you can see, his knees are straight, hips are straight, you're standing nice and tall on the top. You can step down, you can jump down, you can up onto the box if you like. If you're doing step ups, again, 2 feet onto the box at the top, have to stand straight up all the way. Alright, so that's the box jumps.
Alright, you good?
Yeah, we're good.
Alright, now we're going to talk strategy for 14.3. The first thing I would recommend to everyone is probably go into step-ups as opposed to box jumps right off the get-go. Box jumps are going to tax you a lot. We're looking at some high volume, high weight deadlifts. It's going to be very, very taxing on your entire posterior chain. It's going to be very taxing on your central nervous system. And then throwing in an explosive movement like a box jump is only going to exaggerate those effects and put you worse off. Step-ups are going to be a really good option. They're going to be much less taxing on you, and they're not going to be that much slower in all honesty.
And this is from the performance and the fitness side as well. Saving those in the earlier rounds, saving your posterior chain in the earlier rounds is going to help you if you need to pull out the box jumps towards the end to crank out some reps faster, your legs will be a little fresh.
For the deadlifts, just like we saw for most of these workouts, break them up early and often. If you try and ride this out unbroken, you're going to really tax yourself in the beginning, and you're going to be really, really, really tired at the end. It's going to find it very difficult to have any push towards the back end of this workout. when you want to add it. So probably break these up in the third set at the latest. Save yourself for those late rounds.
Alright, let's get a look at the setup here for the deadlift real quick. So this is the men's RX weight. So it's 135 on the bar, 45 on each side. Kind of just, tips that aren't going to save you too much time or make it a little easier. You're going to go to 185 next, so I have the 25 set up right off the bat. No
Also,
splits.
probably don't eat calories. If you're deadlifting right, that bar sinks straight the whole time anyways, so you can get really easy as save yourself a couple seconds.
Alright, then we got the 45s in the front, so you're going to go 25 on for the second round, the 25 off, the 45 on for the third round, and then the 25 back on for the fourth. And then if you're lucky enough to get into the 315s, you pop 345s on each side of the bar. If you're lucky enough to get into the 365s,
You're just unlucky.
Yeah.
There's
Lucky,
no more
unlucky. Alright.
So quick transitions, step ups, and break those box jumps up early. We should all have fun with it.
Alright. Good luck, guys.
And enjoy.
See you.
Make sure
And
you
then
put
you
your
like that
action.
thing when you're like watching the news and they talk and like,
So they just like sound.
how are you? Yeah.
Now I'm recording.
Remember, speak from the diaphragm. Deep voice. Deep voice. Deep voice.